Hello YouTube, this is a special video. You know me as Yokai of Darkness. And when I say special, this is about Hispanic or Latino Heritage Month. To me, it's interchangeable because I'm from Puerto Rico, and as you guys saw my tweet, I will have a special guest. That special guest is my mom. You guys can call her Yokai Mom or Mom of Yokai, Darkness, I don't care. She's here because she knows Puerto Rico way longer than me. I've been in Puerto Rico for about 10 years. She's been there majority of her life. And we're going to talk about the things that we know about Puerto Rico and what we experience that makes Puerto Rico so unique and special. Even some of the crazy stories out there. Like, I'm in a Discord server and a buddy of mine asked me for something unique about Puerto Rico on Halloween. And, Mom, I think you know this story, or fact as well.
Uh-huh.
Where we would,
Hello, everybody.
yeah, where back then people would piss on masks to scare away demons and other, like, supernatural evil.
They had the Behigante masks. I don't know if they peed on them or not. That's a new one for me. But they would wear this. They're made of coconut husk, and it was kind of like to look even scarier that whatever will be out there.
From what I understand, there's also a Bihigante mask, but they're the ones that you put on your porch and shit, and they're pissed on. I learned this while I was remember the 1 year I visited Puerto Rico in middle school?
Yeah.
That's when I learned that Behigante masks, some of them are pissed on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love seeing Behigantes. Nowadays, they're more of a carnival thing, and when there's the big carnivals, there will be people dressed with the Behigante mask and these colorful dresses, and they would do pirouettes and dancing and moving and jumping and coming up to you and scare you.
Yeah.
I love Behigantes.
Someone tried going like, oh, fun fact about Hispanic Heritage Month, tacos are yada yada yada. I'm like, I'm assuming that's an interesting fact for you, but to someone who's been in plenty of Spanish culture, from a Spanish culture, that's normal.
Well, tacos you would have to ask somebody else because Puerto Ricans we eat tacos. Don't get me wrong, I love them.
We eat them, but it's not.
We eat them.
Is
They're not ours.
Not just that, like people are like, oh, it's a super interesting fun fact. Tacos are delicious. I'm like, I want to say no shit, Captain Obvious, but I'm gonna be nice. Especially like it's a fun fact to you, but to me it's normal.
Yeah. Tacos, soft shell carnitas. Oh, with guacamole on top and pico de gallo. Mmm. Delish.
But
yes.
Like, and here's a fun thing that I think I told you this before, Mom, and now the internet's gonna know. I always try to get my friends to drink Malta. Always have to try it.
Malta is an acquired flavor. It's
to a lot of people,
it is.
To a lot of people, it is, but to a small percentage of my friends, they fucking love it. I tell them, wait until you try India brand. I'm like, what's India brand? Last I checked, it was made in Puerto Rico, so I'm supporting my home brand when I see it.
Yeah, and according to me, like Goya, I can't drink Goya. There's Maltas out there that taste horrible. I won't bring brands, but India, oh my God, is the best.
I'll bring up one of the bad brands because I don't want people to drink it. I don't care if like you shouldn't be, like. I drink Malta for a fucking living. I know a good brand versus a bad one by drinking them.
India is the best.
Sunny's is bad. That's all I'm
if
gonna
it
say.
Doesn't have a Latino name, it already starts bad because Malta is a Latino thing. It's a Puerto Rican thing.
It is. It is. Now here's a fun thing. When I told a group of people like, oh, if you ever see people in Puerto Rico on the street selling pinchos, buy one. They're fucking delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, people
I miss my pinchos.
Like, people are like, don't buy the street meat. It's not healthy for you. Motherfuckers, if you see a pincho stand, that is delicious. Your stomach will love you.
Yes, pinchos are delish. And I met people that have pincho stands I made friends with, and no, they are very careful. That meat gets cleaned, that meat gets seasoned, it gets prepped, and it gets thoroughly cooked.
Well, that's funny enough. I'm pretty sure if I had any friends from Mexico, which I do, sadly he was never in Mexico. they will
I
probably
have.
say that they will probably say the same thing. We're like, oh, our street foods are also good. These ones you'll know are good for a fact. Like I can confirm, pinchos fucking phenomenal.
And like again, as I can speak only from Puerto Rico, like you'll see people selling alcapurrias and all that stuff.
All that stuff.
Los kioscos. Oh my God, I'll eat it. I'll eat it, and I am
No,
doesn't do anything to me.
the street food of Puerto Rico. No fear, eat it. Your stomach will be thanking you.
Yeah,
the one
for
thing I
sure.
the one thing I do miss each time I go to a certain superstore because they'll
Uh
absolutely
huh.
bite my ass if I say their name, even if it's
Uh
a good
huh.
thing. They sell frozen arepas,
Arepas. Mm.
and I'm always thinking to myself, to abuela who always made arepas with making it as a pizza or a pure beef inside it, like from scratch.
So the one with stuff inside is called pastelillos or empanadillas. Well, depending on their shape and their size and what they have is their name.
But
Um,
we're talking about abuela who makes them, so you should know well enough.
okay. Abuela mostly made pastelillos, which are the smaller ones,
Yeah, because
and their dough is closed with a fork.
yeah,
Arepas are the ones that are completely empty. They have nothing. It's kind of like fried dough, but without the sugar. I love arepas.
yeah. Also,
They're
real quickly
delicious.
to those who don't understand Spanish or isn't picking up even the obvious thing, like abuela means grandmother. Little Spanish lesson for those who don't want to figure out what abuela means very quickly.
Abuela.
And here's a fun fact I know that you know, but not many people know because it surprises people when I tell them this fact that Puerto Rico
What?
owns two of the biggest luminescent bays. The third is in Spain. We own two of the biggest in Puerto Rico.
There are bioluminescent bays, as far as I understand, there's five in the world. The biggest one in the world is the
Spain.
one in Fajardo, Puerto Rico, which is called
Oh
Bahia
yeah.
Grande, Large
Oh yeah, the
Bay.
biggest one. And it's from our home area.
Yes,
Let's go. It's from the area I was born
yes.
in.
And the brightest, literally, that's our hometown, yes. And the brightest one in the world is the one in Vieques.
Also Puerto Rico, because you said no. Wait. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I am correct.
Vieques
Like
is
hold
the
on.
island.
Like wait, hold on, Vieques. That's part of Puerto Rico. And you just like
Yes.
you confirm my like questionable thoughts in my head.
Um, I went to see that one once. Is gorgeous. Then we have the one in La Parguera. That one was the first one to use as tourism, and at that time when they started using it, they weren't as careful, so it was badly
It got fucked.
damaged in the sense. Yeah, it's not as bright, but it's still a bioluminescent bay.
Like
As far as I understand, there's one in Jamaica and there's one in the Pacific somewhere.
I know there's one in Spain. It's supposed to be one of the biggest. But
Bioluminescent bays that are constantly bioluminescent, as far as I know, there's only five, and three in Puerto Rico, one in Jamaica, and one somewhere in the islands of the Pacific.
either way, Puerto Rico owns the few of the biggest ones.
Hmm.
Yes, I have every right to
Bahía
brag about
Grande.
it, viewers. I have every fucking right because I am from there. Wepa!
That's Bahía Grande. Bahía Grande es Fajardo. The one in Vieques is Bahía Mosquito.
You say Vaya Mosquito, like I'm thinking it's close to Vayamon, isn't it?
No, Vieques. Remember, I told you there's two towns that are islands, Vieques and Culebra.
See?
Well, it's in Vieques.
Okay. Uh, here's the fun
You have
thing
to
that I
take a boat.
remember from the school trip I did. I have never been to the tourist attraction that you. I don't think you ever took me there as a kid. The
Which one?
El Junque.
More than once.
Oh, you actually took me there when I was a kid.
Yeah, we our house is what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes from El Yunque.
Out.
Whenever I wanted to go to the river, we either went to El Yunque or we went to Charco Frio.
Okay. But, like when people tell me like what, because I still remember to this day when I went to school with these kids and they asked me like, "Why aren't you this excited?" And I'm like, "Do you forget I'm from here?"
Yeah.
Because they're looking at me thinking I'm, and this is literally what they were thinking, that I'm a normal American white boy. I'm like, no, I am Boricua. I am from Puerto Rico.
Yo soy boricua. Pa' que tú lo sepas.
And they're like, "Oh right." And it also helped shut the doubters up when they saw Abuela.
Yeah, all of a sudden your abuela showed up, your abuelo showed up, your titi Flor showed up, your padrino showed up.
Any of the doubters like, "Yeah, family in here." Yeah, here they are. They see them like, "Oh shit, no, he was serious." And they look at Abuela immediately like, "Yeah, no, he's Boricua."
Yeah,
Because everyone else could pass off for like normal American. Abuela is like the one that's like, "Yeah, no, that proves he's Boricua."
yeah. Now you have people showing up and knowing the place. You know where you were at.
Especially when they went to the beaches, like, "Oh, I've been here as a kid. Oh, I've been here. I've been here. I've been here." And they look at me, they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, look, literally the next town, Luquillo Beach,
Yeah, I went
gorgeous
to
beach, by the way.
I went to Loquillo Beach. I went to a bunch of places that as a kid, when I'm like, "Oh, I remember here. I remember here. I remember here." Like, "Oh, look, I'm in Old San Juan." There's the cat that I remember
Oh,
as a
yeah.
5 year old. And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm just kidding on that cat part, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the same cat I seen 5 years ago."
Yeah, El Morro, San Juan, el Parque de las Palomas.
It's funny how, as one of the school kids who's visiting Puerto Rico, to them it was a tourist trip. For me, I was coming home.
Yep.
They saw how sad I was that they were leaving because I wanted to stay.
This last time when I was in the island with your sister, I took her to the Parque de las Palomas pigeon park, and she loved it. Like being able to feed the pigeons, and since those pigeons are so used to people, they come, they literally land on your shoulders, on your head, on your hands. They're eating out of your hands.
You even took her to Secret Beach, even though you sent me a picture. I'm upset. It's now covered in rocks.
Yeah,
Fuck
Secret
hurricanes.
Beach. Our Secret Beach, because there's another Secret Beach, which is for people of the island in Fajardo, is called Playa Colorada, Red Beach, because the sand is literally a reddish tint color.
What if I can remember that? Did I ever go there? I feel like I do.
Probably not, because Playa Colorada is a walk.
So even if we
It-
decided to
You,
drive, we'd have to still walk.
oh yeah, no, there's no way of making it there without a easily 45-minute walk on the scorching sun.
And yet it feels familiar.
Because I probably told you a whole bunch of stories about it. Because I've been going to Playa Colorada. Playa Colorada is very pretty. It's normally very flat, but it has underwater currents. So it's like, oh yeah, it looks gorgeous. It looks super safe, but careful because it has underwater currents.
That shit can drag you away.
Oh yeah.
You know, because the one thing that I found interesting about Puerto Rico than anywhere else in I have lived in the United States, I can remember everything about Puerto Rico, but have if I move away, like I have not been there forever, I still remember everywhere to go through from our old house in Fajardo. I even remember how to get to Old San Juan.
Yeah, no. You know where I got lost this last time? Not lost because I didn't get lost, but I was like, am I sure this is my exit? Where? Hold on, what's Bayamon? Going back to Bayamon, they've changed a lot, and I ended up always taking this one route that they didn't change. I'm like, okay, this one they haven't changed much. This is my route. Forget about the other ones. I don't care. This is the one.
You know, like because we're so used to living in Puerto Rico in that one spot that it's instilled in our heads.
Yeah, Fajardo hasn't changed. Like they have kept it up very nicely, and they do have new decor, but the roads themselves, it hasn't changed much.
Like I told my
Um,
friends, if any of you fuckers drag me to Puerto Rico, I'm gonna show you every place I've been to in Fajardo. And if you wanna go somewhere like a shopping mall, I know where there's one.
Yeah, no, this last trip, as I think I told you, we literally went all the sites because we went from Fajardo to Rincon, which is literally the east of the island to the west of the island. Literally the two most far apart places. And we went to Ponce. We didn't go to Mayagüez. We didn't visit Mayagüez. But we were close. We were in Rincon. We went to Ponce. We went to Macau. We went to the middle of we went to Naranjito. We were everywhere.
I'm hoping plenty of
I I, I drove the whole island.
I'm hoping for plenty of Boricuas to watch this video and they type down their experiences of our home. It'd be nice to know that like we're not the only ones who experienced some of these few things.
No, trust me. And there's things we haven't seen. Like um, the other day, I was watching some videos with these caves that are right by the beach, and they're gorgeous, and you can literally get in and be in the water while being in the little cave, and it's like, oh, that's so cool. And they have some zip lines going in the middle of
Oh,
the
that sounds
island.
fun.
Yeah. Um, there's things we haven't seen. Like you haven't seen the bioluminescent bays.
I thought I did as a kid.
No,
Huh? Well,
you never went.
now I know what to fix when I ever visit again.
Yes. The bioluminescent, they are amazing because it's like a double show, especially the one in Vieques. There's no houses, nothing around it, so it's no light pollution, and the stuff shining the fish. You see them swimming, and it's beautiful. But then you look up, and since there's no light pollution, you're seeing
You're seeing the stars.
all the stars are there to see, and it's like I don't know if you look up or down.
Hold on. Sorry, that was Tora. I'm not gonna say her IRL name, but you know who she is.
Okay, no, that's cool.
And now here's the fun thing. You told me a lot of stories in Puerto Rico that some connect to other places. Like it connects to Mexico and I think El Salvador. El Chupacabra. I'm trying to remember which version was ours.
I was a teenager when the chupacabra started, or at least my memory. Um, I remember being afraid of that thing because it was everywhere. They were seeing this thing, and the descriptions could go quite weird.
The common descriptions will be canine, humanoid, flying fucking creature.
The one in Puerto Rico was like back then, the drawings and stuff that people will make. It was kind of like a humanoid bat thing
Yeah,
because
so
it had
a flying
wings.
creature.
Yes, and I know the descriptions sounded out of this world, but people were finding their animals without blood, dead. A whole flock of chickens would be dead, and you'd be like, "What happened?"
And yet, funny enough, it's called the goat bloodsucker.
Yeah, because it started with goats, like cows. They found a cow. Like it was scary at that moment in time in life. It was scary. It was like, what's going on? People are talking about this weird creature, but in reality, what is going on? Is there really a weird creature that we don't know about? Or is some psycho being extra weird?
I'm gonna assume both because we live in a weird ass world.
Yeah,
But
like it was scary.
now here's a fun thing. All I know is I'm never taking Tora to Puerto Rico unless I can be sure there's no certain spiders where we're going at. Like as we like to call them, the rock fuzzy spiders.
The fuzzy spiders.
The rock fuzzy spiders because they look like rocks from a distance.
Um, it is a type of tarantula. What you will, if you look at it, you are seeing a tarantula. With all, it's not that they won't be painful, but it won't kill you if it stings you. Um, this last trip, for the first time in my life, I saw a Puerto Rican scorpion.
I did not know we
I've
had
never seen.
scorpions.
We have scorpions. They are tiny. I'm telling you, not if I don't think they make it to an inch.
That is small as fuck.
And Yeah, and I never seen one in my life until I went this time. All of a sudden, your sister goes, "Mom, I feel something," and I look, and then there's a scorpion on her, and I'm like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God!" And it stings her, and I'm like, "Oh God!" We are in the middle of a beach. We were camping. I'm like, "Oh, there's not even cell signal in here. What's going on?" I'm like trying to Google with a little bit of signal, and I finally got the information that it's not dangerous, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, okay, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be
So,
fine.
so,
But it was scary.
so in Puerto Rico, we don't own poisonous or venomous. I know people will correct
They,
me on the venomous poisonous bullshit.
yeah, we they do have their venom, but it's nothing that will be. It's kind of like a bee sting or something like that.
No,
We
like,
have.
because when I say we're not concerned with this fucking venom, because the United States they got venomous scorpions, but the biggest issue is Australia, who has
Oh yeah,
everything
no,
that
but
is venomous and killer.
yeah, no, in Puerto Rico, there's nothing that venomous enough to kill you. We do have a snake that has some venom, but again, the venom is nothing that will kill you. You might feel a little bit funky, and I would say still go to the hospital because I'm sorry, I don't think they brush their teeth, so infections are a thing,
Oh, 100%.
but it won't kill you. Maybe a baby, yes,
Yeah, because they don't know how to
small
control their
kid,
venom.
but to us, it doesn't do anything. They're called the Puerto Rican razor. They're pretty. I've seen them. They're pretty.
But it's a snake, and you and I don't
Um,
like snakes.
oh no, I can't stand snakes. Like your abuela was just telling me. I think I don't know if I told you or not that she's she has raising her chickens. She always likes having
Yeah, you told me
chickens.
this. You told me
As
this.
the snake got into the chicken coop, and it was 15 feet long, Puerto Rican boa. And I'm like, oh no, you would have find me locked in the car because no, I'm not dealing with that. No,
I
no.
don't dare be near it. That's a sad bit. Like, but and people are like, okay, you're a guy. I don't give a fuck. I got a phobia of snakes. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, snakes and I, no, no, thank you, no, thank you,
We care. We
no,
both
thank you.
have that phobia.
Yeah, no, in Puerto Rico, you have to worry about the ocean. We have sharks, we have stingrays,
I
we
prefer dealing with
have
the shark.
yeah, jelly. Thank you. I don't like sharks. When you see them, everything inside of you goes cold. At least me.
I prefer dealing with a shark because they don't look at us as food as long as we don't act like a fucking fish or seal or dress like a seal.
I remember that day that I was at the beach and you and your brother were still young. You were probably 5, 4, and you were right at the edge. And I was a little bit more deeper, and I'm looking at this thing, and I'm like, "What is that? What is that?" Finally moved, and it came all the way to the top, and I could see the fin. And all I'm doing is screaming for you two to get out
I have no memory of
while
this,
I'm running.
but all I'm gonna say, consolation prize. At least it wasn't a jellyfish known as the Man of War. That shit you'd have to get out of the water.
And probably this was a lemon shark or a nurse shark that they don't do anything. But I'm sorry, I saw a fin. I'm out. I don't care if it's a dolphin. I'm out.
I'm gonna be one of those people who just looks at a shark and like, hi,
Nope, nope, nope,
I know
nope,
how to get rid of you, buddy. Don't tempt me.
nope. No, 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 no. I don't like sharks. I don't. There's three animals I can't deal: sharks, snakes, and rats. Nope,
As
nope.
as that one comedian said, you, you see the bit you're standing on? That's your bit. You see the bit where that chick is swimming all in? That's its bit.
Yep, yep, yep. The water is their home. I respect their home. I go in, I'm looking around, I go into about my waist. That's it. That's as far as I go. The moment anything looks funky, I'm out. A little fish will run me out of the beach. No, no. I don't play with that. That's their
I
home.
still remember. I doubt those was in Puerto Rico, but I was surrounded by fish. I think this was in one of the states.
Any beach, puppy. I been at the beach in Puerto Rico and be like, okay, I'm feeling stuff. I'm looking down. There's tiny little fish all over the place. I'm out of here.
But
Because when I see the little fish, all I'm thinking the big fish is coming to eat. I'm out.
that, but and here's the fun bit because you remember Puerto Rico still in your head from your recent visit. How clean the ocean looked.
Um, in Puerto Rico, you'll have the it's the two extremes. Like when it's like season to go to the beach, is gorgeous. You literally are in 5 feet of water, and you can see your toes. You can see
Like
your
I
toenails.
tell my friends, if you go to the beach and the water is normally super clear, if you go in the
Yeah,
deep end, you can see the bottom basically.
to certain areas, yes. Like of course, as the deeper it gets, you won't be able to see, but you can be in
Obviously,
12 feet of water
and you can see the bottom.
and you
You
can
can
see
see the bottom.
everything. Yes, it's gorgeous. But in storm season or in winter season,
And it makes
that
sense that because changing the weather is gonna fuck shit up.
oh yeah, the waves get harder, so it starts lifting up the sand, so it looks more like cloudy.
Yeah, but when that shit's over and it's settled, you're seeing the bottom.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's amazing.
you'll have those occasional storms that ruin it, but once it's over, you're seeing the bottom. It's not like, let's say you go to a beach in the states, you're gonna not see the bottom. You're gonna be like, okay, I don't see my feet anymore in 3 feet of fucking water.
Yeah, no, over there you're 12 feet of water. I remember going to Culebra and snorkeling, and was it Culebra? Yeah, it was Culebra. And I'm at the top. I actually got out of the water because how deep it was. I'm like, oh hell no, this is not happening. But I could still see everything. I'm in the little boat, but I'm like, no, I'm not being in that water. It's too deep for my liking. But you can still see everything. I When I was about 13 years old, we went to a place called Culebrita, and we were swimming, and literally there was a stingray, and I was actually like, oh my god, a stingray. And there was a sea turtle as well, and I'm like, oh cool, cool. A 13-year-old, I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute.
You're just a child with like those starry eyes of wonder.
Yeah. And my mom going, don't get too close to that stingray, be careful. And I'm like, oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, and because the last time I went to Puerto Rico, when they said like, "Oh, we're gonna do surface snorkeling," I'm like, the fuck surface snorkeling? That is literally you have that like crappy like snorkel stuff you'd see kids use in a pool,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's why they call it surface. But I don't need to get in the water at all to see the bottom. We're on a boat and I can see the bottom. It looks beautiful. Might as well get closer to it for no reason.
Actually, it is quite fun. I've done it, like at Seven Seas in Fajardo. It has an area where there's a lot of stones and stuff, and if you're snorkeling, and you're literally in 2 feet of water, but being able to see it so up close and being you see more of a detail and the little
Yeah.
things and the things that are quite hidden. The danger with that, you get involved in it, and when you look again, it's been a few hours and you have this nasty sunburn in your back.
What's funny is again this relates to that school trip did in middle school when we did the surface snorkeling.
Hmm.
I don't know who the fuck our tour guide was, but I'm pretty sure he was a local. He knew to get all the kids' attention, minus mine, was using sea urchins. Like, look at this purple sea urchin and yada yada yada. My ass was like, I'ma look at the other pretty shit.
You, I remember one day we were at the beach with your abuela, and you and your brother were playing right at the little tide pools thing, and your brother was just about to touch a freaking sea urchin. And we were like, no, don't touch that. Leave that alone.
Yeah, it's just funny that the tourist guy is like, you know what? Let's get these American kids to see something that's all over the fucking world, a sea urchin. And my ass is like, I'm gonna look at that coral, I'm gonna look at that coral, I'm gonna look at that fish. Oh, hi, Nemo.
Yeah, sea urchins literally looks like a pincushion.
I don't know how.
But no,
I don't know how it got so many kids' attention. It's just a fucking pincushion.
because some people have never seen it. You have. You grew up there. To you is a normal thing, but there's people that have never seen it. I
Trust me.
remember a person once asking me, So you were born in paradise and you decide to move to over here? What are you doing? People pay a lot of money to go over there
Oh yeah, no.
and you were
People
born there.
people ask me the same shit, and I simply told them, take a look at my ears. You see all those scarring? Yeah, that's from an ear doctor who ripped up my ear tubes when I was a small brat and they weren't ready to come out.
Yeah, no, there's things, but it is, at least for me, it is inside. It's like I'm here, I'm doing good here, I'm grateful for what I have, but that doesn't take away that I miss the island. I miss hearing the beach. I like, our
Oh
house
yeah,
was right in front of the beach. You could hear the beach.
you get that ocean
I
breeze.
the cookies. I miss, like, I will sit down and put in YouTube cookie sounds just so I can hear them.
I think I think I used to do that when I was smaller. When we moved to the states, I think I did that at a time.
Like, there's something about that place that stays inside. And nowadays, like, for you, the experience is different. We went to the rivers, we went everywhere, no care in the world. Nowadays, some people have decided to bring things that shouldn't be there. So now you have to keep an eye for pythons that don't belong to the island. You have to keep an eye for caimans. And it's like, can I go to the river now? No, keep an eye open, go, have fun, but keep an eye open.
Yeah, it's called are people like to ruin good things. That's sad to say.
Yeah, I
Because
remember when um,
this may
Hurricane, go ahead.
because this is gonna step outside like all about Puerto Rico and its Hispanic heritage.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be an important topic to follow into what you were saying earlier. In Japan, there's
Yeah.
already places tourists are not allowed to go to because of idiots, and these
Yeah,
same
people.
base types of idiots are ruining good things. They're ruining Puerto Rico by like, oh, we're gonna bring creatures that are gonna be invasive.
No, and like this was it this year? I think it was this year that apparently somebody said something about wanting to do something to get rid of the coquis because the sound. I'm like, my dude, that's their home. They're endemic to the island. Leave them alone. You're not.
Yeah, no, the Coquis they are from Puerto Rico. That is their home. Whoever fucking does that,
Yeah,
whoever's trying to get rid of them, you're a fucking moron. You're an enemy to all Boricuas. Stay
we
out of
love
the.
them. We
We love
will
them.
have words.
We'll fight people to protect the cookies. Pretty sure someone else will be
Yeah.
extreme enough to kill that person. Because the
Mm,
people.
you-
Because the sad thing is, and YouTube, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna like them to say, we're dumb enough to do the extremes. We're a massive society of stupidity.
Puerto Ricans, they will give you their food. They will take their shirt off and
We're
for
too
you.
nice. We're too nice. But piss us
We,
off. You see the ugly. You
but
see the
yeah,
ugly.
yeah, we go from the one to the other. We will stop eating and give you our plate. We will give you our shirt. We will home you, house you, guide you, help you. Don't poke the bear
You know,
because we go from one side to the other.
Puerto Rico is that. Boricuas are. We're like a bear. We're soft and squishy, but you
And
piss
we
us
love our
off, you
island.
die.
And we love our island. It is something that is in our DNA. We can't help it. We love our island. It might be small. It might be to others like, oh, that tiny little thing. No, but we love it. Like,
Oh,
we have dry forest, we have rainforest, we have beach. Like, the only thing we don't have is snow.
thank God.
Can you imagine the rainforest in the middle of snow?
It'd be terrifying. Because something tells me that there are efforts in trying to get rid of the invasive creatures, but sadly, more
Yes.
people are gonna bring more invasive creatures.
Yes, the thing is that at this point is like the caimans are everywhere. I've seen videos of people seeing. I never seen one,
I
me
never seen one
personally.
either.
But I've seen videos of people finding them at the beach, people finding them in the rivers, people finding them walking around in their urbanizations, and it's like,
I feel there's gonna
what
be like
happened?
I feel there's gonna be like a fucking bounty on them now in like Puerto Rico because a lot of places that deal with invasive species, you get paid for like hunting or getting rid of them, bringing them to
Yes,
SPCA.
yes, no. In Puerto Rico, people are catching them. Actually, something that I learned in my last trip. Um, there is someone that is cooking them,
Oh,
and
gross.
they are selling. Like they'll sell you a pastelillo, and they
Okay.
will tell you this is cayman pastelillo. Is made with cayman food, cayman meat. And it's like, no, thank you. I don't want. I don't feel like some people just go to. Hey, I tried it. I'm like, oh no, 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 no. It's like sharks. I don't eat shark. A lot of people say shark meat is delicious, the best. I don't eat shark, so shark don't eat me. It's a deal between them and me.
The universe knows. Oh, this person's not eating sharks. Sharks, don't touch this person.
Yeah, it's a deal between them and me. I don't eat them, they don't eat me.
You know,
But
like,
no, they have people that are trying to. The pythons is the same thing. You're finding pythons like Bayamon. You remember Bayamon? It's a city. It's a
dude,
very
yeah.
modern, but they find pythons, and it's like, what is this thing doing here? And the one I saw the video, it was a big one. That thing had like at least 12, 13 feet, and I was like, no, no, thank you.
Yeah, so for anyone who's like, let's bring something to Puerto Rico. Yeah,
Please don't.
then please don't. We might have some. There might be a few extremists that will stop you.
It's not just that. It's you have to think of the environment. Like for example, bringing the caimans that puts our animals that are endemic to the island in danger. Um, the same with the pythons. Like right now, they also brought the green iguanas. Some of our endemic birds are now in danger because the iguanas eat their eggs. The coquis are
Uh,
being eaten. Some There's several different types of coquis. Some of them are already extinct.
the day that I hear cookies are all dead, that's gonna be a day is just all peace in the world is gone.
I hope I never see that day.
How about you hope you don't hear that day?
No, I don't want to know about that day. No, thank you.
No, if that day
Like
happens,
literally,
uh, the amount of
that,
Boricuas
I know
will lose
that
their
for
shit.
people that might be, yeah, no, I know that for some people might find it annoying, but for us, we grew up with it. So it is literally
It's
like
our
a
lullaby.
lullaby to go
It's
to
our
bed.
lullaby.
Yeah. Like if I'm stressed out, I will put cookies sound to go to bed because it relaxes me, makes me feel I'm home. Just like the sound of rain. When it rains, I love it just because I'm home.
It's funny how we're talking Spanish heritage and a lot about Puerto Rico and the things they're like, hey, people, don't be stupid.
Part of this, in our case, Puerto Rican heritage is protecting
Yeah, because we are
what
trying our
we
best to protect
have.
shit.
Like,
Look at El
you
Junco.
never saw it. You never saw it, but there was Window Beach, Playa Ventana, because it had this huge arch. And when the earthquakes that happened, I think it's 2019, 2020, somewhere there, um, Window Beach, the arch itself fell, broke because of the earthquake. I cried
Puerto
because
Rico's
it was
place of
something that was special.
Puerto Rico is basically we're trying to protect a lot of amazing, beautiful things, and yet people just want to
And
see
not
it
just
burn.
for us, for the world.
Oh yeah, no,
People can go and see these things.
yeah. I had a bunch of like random people who learned I was Boricua when I say Puerto Rico. They talk to me
Uh-huh.
and they tell me how beautiful the island is and all that, and I ask them like, "How do you feel about coquis?" I'm like, "They're fucking beautiful." I'm like, "Yeah, they sing you to sleep, don't they?"
Yeah, there.
They're those who
I
go to the island and appreciate it want the island to stay the same. They don't want shit to change.
no, and like Fireflies. I remember being around fireflies. Nowadays, you barely see them. Like I remember being in the mountains in Naranjito and stuff like that, and looking around and seeing fireflies all over the place. Nowadays, you barely see them.
Like, anyone who comes to Puerto Rico
Funny.
want. I'm gonna say this now. Anyone who brings creatures that are not supposed to be in Puerto Rico, send those creatures back to where they are from. Because you add. Because the world's falling apart because people like to cause more issues. That's the sad bit.
And some people it's just they don't know. Some people is not they don't mean bad. They, oh, this is a cute animal, it's my pet. I want to have it, and then that pet grows up and it becomes difficult to keep, and I'll just let it loose. And there is a situation. Like these animals can hurt our animals.
Hurt animals, hurt our
Um
ecosystem.
yep.
Basically, it's gonna fuck over Puerto Rico in the long run.
Yeah, like right now we're having that problem with caimans where there's it Puerto Rico is a tropical climate. So these animals actually do beautifully there.
Oh, they do.
Pythons are growing super big. Caimans, and there's nothing to hunt them. There's nothing that will stop them.
Nothing that will
So it's
keep the
like,
population control.
yeah, no, we don't. Literally, Puerto Rico, we have birds, we have different all fish you can imagine. We even get whales. Um, but land animals, we don't have anything.
Closing the animals are domestic dogs and cats.
You know, we have plenty of reptiles. We have insects galore.
But none of them will
We
be
have
able to
birds
fend off.
galore.
But none of them will fend off against a fucking python
Nope,
and caiman.
no, nothing. There's nothing. So these animals overpopulate, and it becomes a thing. Like I've never in my whole life, 31 years of life that I lived in the island before I moved, I never saw a Puerto Rican boa. Never. Now, when I went and I was there 2 years, I saw over 10 of them. And I'm like, what's going on? But since the other animals that don't belong are taking their habitat, they're coming closer to the houses.
Yeah. It is called. We need a solution to deal with the invasive species. Like United States, they also have a lot of creatures that are being invasive as fuck. I'm gonna bet other
And it's,
countries do too, but we all need to, at one point all agree to somehow get rid of the invasive species to save the
but
current
it's
species.
difficult. You also have to understand you are talking about an island that is all the center of the island is mountain. Literally, you have the north coast, which is a flat, the south coast, which is a flat, but all the center of the island is just a chain of mountains. And you have the rainforest and El Yunque, but all that chain of islands is very foresty, very jungle like.
Yeah.
So, how do you get rid of all these animals? And Puerto Rico, as small as it is, it has a lot of rivers.
Oh, it fucking does. Like when people ask me, like, how many rivers you got in Puerto Rico? Like, I can't keep count.
Yeah,
I can't keep
yeah,
fucking
no.
count.
If you look at the map of Puerto Rico that the marks the rivers, we is a lot.
Like people expect not that many rivers. I'm like, you're underestimating the power of water.
Yeah, no, and we have only one that you can take boats in, and not for too long, but it is a lot of them, and all of them are born in the center of the island, going towards. And then you have all these different habitats, as I was saying before. We have a dry forest, we have the rainforest, we have regular jungle. And the north side of the island is more wet. The south side of the island is more dry. That's where you find the dry forest. So there's so much different habitat for them to survive, live, and thrive.
Yeah, so
Can you
Mr. Chen,
imagine somebody decides to bring lions? We will have a situation then.
yeah. So anyone who decides to bring creatures that are not from the island, don't. That is the message. Don't.
Oh, and we have monkeys now too, by the way.
You say it too like we never had them. Oh my god, we never had monkeys.
The monkeys don't belong to the island.
Oh god. That's gonna be an issue for our ecosystem too, because we got bananas and other fruits and things that grows on trees.
Yeah, no, they have destroyed several crops, and some of these monkeys will also like eat other stuff.
As much as I love monkeys and like to say the word monkey, my question is why is there so many invasive creatures in Puerto Rico? My thought process because people don't want a island to be prettier than whatever they fucking have.
Again, Papi, a lot of people is just I'm getting this pet, it's a cute pet, and then the pet becomes something hard to take care of, and oh, I'll just let it loose and let it loose. It becomes a situation. The monkeys also we had, I think it's still there, um, an island where they, as a scientific study, they brought these monkeys thinking is a small island, they are surrounded by water, everything is going to be fine. What they didn't think of was the monkeys, as the population grew, they literally will get on logs, and since the island is close enough to the coast, the waves will bring it to the main island. And now we have monkeys.
And people wonder why I'm a paranoid fucking yokai. Because my paranoia is what's gonna keep a lot of shit safe. If I were a,
But
if I were a legit scientist, I would put up so many fucking precautions. There is no way something would invade shit unless it was a hand by God. It's like, oh, it's invading. God would have
but
to
on the other
intervene that.
but on the other side, you get like you get some amazing things. Like this last time when we went to Rincon, we saw whales that you wouldn't think, but yeah, no, it was amazing seeing the whales jumping and stuff.
Well, they do
Just
have to pass Puerto Rico to migration.
manatees, yeah, at least that's part of their migration. It is, but it's amazing to see them. Like me growing up, I didn't know we get whales. When I first time I heard whales, Puerto Rico, what's going on? I actually sat down to figure out. And I'm like, oh, okay, their migration because of what they come to the Caribbean. Awesome. Dolphins, manatees, sea manatees is amazing. The sea turtles, a lot of these, like the caimans and this, like they'll eat the sea turtle population. Sea turtles are protected. Like literally nowadays, there's people that watch for sea turtles when they make their nest and put their eggs. Once the turtle is gone, they will dig, get those eggs out, and take them to specific beaches and dig them down again and wait and for them to hatch and help them get to the water to protect sea turtles. And since they are born in that beach that is protected, when they come back, because they always come back to where they were born, now they come to that protected beach. Like now in Puerto Rico, the street lights when the ones close to the beach are blue because the turtles are not attracted to that. That way they go towards the ocean instead of the city.
Yeah, I think I've seen that when I last visited Puerto Rico.
I saw it. I'm like, they're like a bluish purple. I'm like, what's going on? Then no, the turtles are not attracted to that light. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
You know?
but back on topic before we keep talking about trying to save Puerto Rico and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's almost sounding like a TED talk.
It's the love for the place.
And it is.
You love the place and you want to protect it. Like, go ahead, go visit. Just keep in mind, let's protect it. And that's not just Puerto Rico, it's everywhere. Like,
Oh, for sure.
I have my dreams of one day going and seeing France because I would love to see the Louvre. I have to go with the mind of I want to protect this for others to come and see. The same I would like to go see Greece just because I want to see the Pantheon. Same idea. I can be there. "Oh, I don't care." No, let's not litter. Let's not destroy, so others can enjoy it too. It's not just Puerto Rico; it's the whole world. Let's protect the world. We don't have
Yeah.
any. At least for now, we don't have any other place to go. Maybe in a few years, but for now, this is it. This is home, people.
Now, back to before we continue this TED talk. No, other things of Puerto Rico that I'm trying to figure out. Because I know we share a lot of stories with other countries, especially like supernatural horror stories.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if this is a Puerto Rican story or this is another like Latino culture or it's in a different language
Hmm.
entirely. Blue Baby.
The who?
Ever heard of the Blue Baby?
Blue baby.
Yes.
No.
So you're supposed to. It's kind of like the whole Bloody Mary or I forget this other guy's name where you stand in the mirror saying the name 3 times.
Oh, okay. No, no. In Puerto Rico, we don't have anything like that. We do have a scary story of a baby,
Is it
but
if you tell me as well as rocking in your arms and saying its name 3 times, then
no, no,
okay.
no. The story, um, basically, I've heard this story like I was a little kid,
Hold
but
on
there's a
for all you
small.
hold on for anyone who likes horror. Enjoy this. For those who don't like horror, skip a few minutes.
um,
I mean, I
ba-
have to be here for everyone.
basically, the story as I heard it, it was this guy back when probably my grandmother was a kid. Um, he was a very hardworking man, but every Saturday he would get all dressed up, get on his horse, cross the river, and go to town. He will cross this little bridge and go to town to get drunk, to go hang out with his friends and get drunk. Well, one of these nights, after he was drunk out of his touche, he got on his horse and he's riding back home. And as he's passing the bridge, he hears a baby crying. And he's like, "What? Why am I hearing a baby?" So he starts listening to try to find the baby. He gets off the horse and goes under the bridge because, according to him, the baby's under the bridge. And he finds a baby under the bridge. So he takes his shirt off and wraps the baby and takes the baby, and the baby's crying and crying. Finally, he goes, "Well, maybe the baby's hungry. I do have some loaves of bread. I'm gonna get it wet and give it to the baby." As he's doing that, getting literally taking a bite and trying to smush the bread and give it to the baby literally says, "You don't have to wet it for me. I have teeth."
I think you told me this before.
Yes. As the baby says that, the moon comes out of a cloud that it was hiding in. The cloud moves, and the man can look at the baby. The baby had fangs.
It was a vampire.
The man threw the baby and literally galloped on his horse. And the legend says that after that happened, that man never again went out drinking on Saturdays. And actually, on every Sunday, the man got all dressed and all prime just to go to church.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure he saw
And
a vampire or a demon.
they say that to this day, when you cross that river, you can sometimes hear a baby cry.
This kind of reminds me of that story. I know I'm gonna butcher it trying to say it in Spanish properly. A Mexican horror story, La Llorona. I don't know if I said that right.
Actually, you said it pretty good. La Llorona.
Yay!
But La Llorona is an adult. It's a woman that she killed her kids because the husband and something, and now she's hunting, looking for her kids.
Yeah, and if she
Something along those lines.
and she finds you in the middle of the night while she's crying, she drowns your ass.
Yeah, she
And
drowned her kid.
I'm
Mhm.
understanding this is a like more of a Mexicano horror story to make kids like come home on time.
But I don't think it's only to Mexico because I think I've heard other cultures, like in South America, mention La Llorona. I don't know which one is the original. Like the one I just told you, we call it La Llorona, but it's that baby because it's crying. It's a crying baby, so we call it La Llorona.
La bebé llorona.
Yeah,
There's a lot of interesting stories you told me that relates to Puerto Rico, from horror to people you knew experiencing shit. Yeah, no, those who want to go to Puerto Rico to see supernatural. Remember, Puerto Rico is part of the Bermuda Triangle, so
yeah, one of the corners of the Bermuda Triangle.
so if anything, if you want supernatural shit to happen, you put Puerto Rico is the perfect place.
If we're gonna go on that route, you have to remember El Yunque, the rainforest,
Yeah, you told me.
to
I
the
told
Taíno, to the Taínos,
sacred.
that
That's
was
sacred.
basically Mount Olympus.
That was sacred land.
Yeah, that was sacred land. They wouldn't go past certain point, and they will leave their offerings at that point because according to them, Ju, which was God, lived in the tip of El Yunque. And they had then you have huracan, which is where we get the word hurricane. That was a destructive god to say, and you had to keep him happy so he wouldn't destroy the island with a hurricane.
Yep. Here's some history, folks. The Taínos are Taino gods. At least there's two of them. I don't know if we had more as a Taino.
Oh yeah, they had the semis, they had the little spirits and stuff, but Yukiju was like the big good dude, and Huracan was a big bad dude.
Yep, and it is again for all those who likes to looking for the supernatural. Just go to Puerto Rico. Good luck trying to get in a Junque. From my understanding, their security at night has been beefed.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to go there at night, but when I was a teenager, you could.
No,
I remember seeing
but
candles.
before you continue the spiel on El Junque on that department, for the supernatural folks, when I say good luck by going there at night, because the story she's about to share, these are experiences from her and from people she knew, not from like some random guy or some random lady. No, these are personal experiences from her or her friends that she's telling all of us right now.
The one that was personal, it was just we El Yunque. When you go to El Yunque, there's towers that back then when Spain had Puerto Rico, they built these towers up there to be able as lookouts. I think there's three of them. There's one that is right by the road that's the one that
I've been to
everybody
that one.
sees.
Yeah, that's a tourist attraction
Yes.
spot.
Yeah. But there's another one that is way deep. You have to literally take a hike to get to it. And we decided to take a hike at night to go up there with acoustic guitars just to sit up there and sing. Don't ask. And
I'm
as
not gonna ask due to one obvious answer. We're Boricua. We like our acoustics. We like the starry nights. We love to play dominoes.
yes. Oh
Hell,
my God. Yeah, Domino is serious, okay? The thing
no
is
shit.
that
Because I'm into dominoes, and you got me into it as a kid.
as you know, your mother doesn't sing, doesn't play anything. Your mother in the arts, no, nothing. So I'm there. I'm just enjoying my night. And I'm looking outside, looking at the stars and whatever, and all of a sudden I see this light coming from the ground up that lit up the whole area. And I'm like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, guys, what is that? And everybody's like, whoa, what's going on? And the light and lighted up again because it went up, down, up. We ran. We we took us 45 minutes to get to that tower. And this is with flashlights, whatever. We ran. No lights, just running. It took us about 15 minutes to get to the car running. I almost died that day and never knew what it was, but it lit up the whole forest, the sky. It was like, what is that? Never knew what it was. I actually prefer not to know.
I'll say it's aliens.
Eh, I don't know.
But
All I
any
know is that I saw that light and I was like, what is that?
all I know is anyone who wants to investigate like supernatural shit or space shit, they need express fucking permission. You gotta be like those guys in fucking Discovery America.
There was another night I wasn't there. Some of my friends were there and they went up there and they were hanging out at the first tower.
Isn't that when they have like a small party and a crazy lady came by later on? Or is this a
I
different
have
story?
two stories in that tower. There's two stories that happened to friends of mine in that tower. This one, they were there. There was a whole bunch of people, and this man comes down walking and tells them, "You have 20 minutes to leave. You won't like what would happen afterwards." And they're like, ah, whatever, that guy's drunk, whatever. But some of the guys decided to take the time just to mess around. Just okay, 20 minutes are up. So the thing is, they stay, they're still hanging out. When the 20 minutes are up, they actually see like this fog coming down. And it's a very thick fog, and they're like, oh, okay, it's exactly 20 minutes. Let's get the hell out of here. It was several cars because it was a whole bunch of people. When you come down from El Yunque, there's a gas station that is right in front of the exit.
I think yeah, I seen that when
They
I was
made
visiting it.
Yes. They got to the gas station, and the last car took over a half an hour to get to them. And when they got there, the other guys are like, what happened? Why it took you so long? Blah, blah, blah. We've been waiting for you. And the guy goes like, what are you talking about? Been following you all this time. And they're like, dude, no, we've been waiting for you here over a half hour. And when they looked at the car had scratch markings.
I thought these were like small scratches. I'm imagining like these were like very noticeable, like just trying to dig into the car type scratches.
I don't know because again, I wasn't there. And when my friends told me what happened, I'm like, it was enough for me that it had scratches. I don't care how deep they were. That was weird.
All I know is that it had to be
And,
noticeable. It had to be noticeable.
oh
That's about
yeah.
it.
And then another time, they were hanging up there,
I will say avoid using
and
real names. Make up names
yeah,
if
I
you have
know,
to.
I know. I have this friend, that he has a nickname, and everybody knows him by that nickname. His name is like only very few of us know his actual name,
Yeah, like
and they got
like when she's saying a few people like, you know how some people are called Leo because short for Leonardo. This guy's one of those as well.
yeah. Let's use that. Everybody knows him as Leo. Nobody knows his name is Leonardo. So they are at El Junque, and they're hanging out, and he's talking to another one of the guys, and they see these two girls that have are on the other side of the safety rail, and one of them calls him Leonardo. Help me, I'm gonna fall. And he almost jumped the security fence when the guy talking to him goes, dude, how does she know your name? Do you know her? At that moment, when he looked at the girl, she just smiled and fell.
You know, so again, for those supernatural people, and even if you're like one of those big TV whiz, like, you know what, we need an episode on Puerto Rico for supernatural UFO based shit. Here you fucking go.
Oh my God! If you go into the UFO, you know how many times people have said stories that they see this, they see that. The Valle de Lajas, they say they see a lot of things.
And Juke is
And
used a
again, El
lot.
Junque is a place where people say so many things that are
But
weird. And then
Puerto Rico's
Puerto
enough,
Rico is small,
but it's got plenty of like material for for people to use. Like, we're gonna check this out. All the stories.
but no, Puerto Rico is small. Imagine something that a mountain in Puerto Rico is even smaller. People get lost in El Yunque, and I wonder how. Because it's like just stand and look, and you will know where to go because you will see the beach. And as if you go towards the beach, you're going towards the city. Just
Yeah.
walk straight that line. How is it? There's nothing to kill you, and people get lost and never found again.
And this fits like those horror stories where supernatural people, UFO people, will go there to look at it. Because no lie, even though we have security nowadays, I would not be fucking surprised if creepy shit still happens there. Because people like to, jump the fence.
Me personally, you know my views.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how much I can say, but yeah, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I
Yeah,
believe that
that's enough
He
for
He
them to
He
understand.
protects.
That's enough for them to understand
But
your views.
But at the same time, there's things I don't want to play with. I don't mess with certain things, and no, Junke, I don't go there now at night. Even if I could, I wouldn't,
You know,
just because I don't want to tempt faith.
yeah, because hear the stories you told me, especially when you're like seeing weird shit. I'm like, there's an occult. There's no doubt a cult somewhere down there.
That oh yeah, no, for sure. I remember, as I said earlier, I remember seeing candles, like driving by El Yunque and going in there, and as you're driving up to go to hang out, you would see candles placed on, and you're like, why is there candles in those rocks? Why is there candles in the air?
I,
What's going on?
Again, for those who are like want to investigate shit like that, supernatural UFO thing, um, this might be the only time I'll say carry a piece for your own safety. If
Um,
you're that stupid, carry a piece for
you know,
safety.
it would be fun to watch something based on what this weird stuff that can happen in especially
It'll
in
be
El
fun to
Yunque.
watch.
And
Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, if you're be those people who are going to go check it out, even if it's like going on like like a Discovery America, or any like streaming services that shows hauntings or UFO shit, for your safety, because again, El Junque has a lot of weird shit.
you know what I would like to also see?
But
A nature documentary on Puerto Rico, on the coquí, on the Puerto
oh yeah,
Rican boa, on the alacrán, um, the Fossis tarantula in Puerto Rico. Like, we have weird stuff. I never seen an animal documentary, a nature documentary done about Puerto Rico.
well, I'm pretty sure they
We
should.
have the we have the only tropical rainforest protected by the United States. Let's do something about it. Like, we have something interesting. We have the bioluminescent bays. Let's do something about it. Come on.
Yeah,
Will be fun.
because a lot of people will be very interested, honestly. But I say this is enough time we have for talk about Puerto Rico and anything else within it or around it. And everyone, this is all raw footage. I'm not really editing much. At most, you'll see a fucking video game in the background to entertain your eyes, as all this audio is gonna be over the video game. So, everyone, thank you for watching. Mom, thank you for joining me on explaining Puerto Rico
My
and a
pleasure.
few other things. And it was fun.
It was
I
actually fun. I was scared, but this was fun.
Yeah, because I told you it'd be fun because you'd be talking about home. I told you about
Yeah.
this.
I was nervous, but it was cool.
So
But thank you, Papi. Thank you for having me.
no problem. So if you guys ever want to know more about Puerto Rico in the future, leave it down in the comments. If I have an answer, I'll answer. If I don't, I will ask my mother immediately for that answer. And any Boricuas
No
who watch
problem with that.
this, any Boricuas who watch this, I'm gonna say this
Wepa!
as my mother said, "Wepa!" And make your friends watch this so they learn more about Puerto Rico and give them a good reason to go visit there, especially if they're into the supernatural or UFO stuff. But I gotta go. Later.
Yeah. Later.